with golf is that they tend to have what's called an over-the-top swing. And so what should happen is when you take the club up in the backswing, right, it goes up on a certain plane. If we drew a line from where it started and drew a line up the path that it traced, it's going to have one path. Then coming back down in the downswing, it should be about that same path. It should come down about that same line. But a lot of people, the path that they take it back on their backswing is one, and then they do what's called over the top, meaning they kind of bring the club forward, kind of over to the top or forward of the line that they took the club back at. And that makes it really hard to strike the ball with the same consistency. Oftentimes can lead to some shoulder problems or some elbow problems because people try to manipulate the club with their hands or get handsy with it because the club path isn't as good as it needs to be. So one of the drills that we're going to do to work on that, we're going to use the CLX band, and we're going to attach it to her lead foot. So a right-handed golfer, that's going to be her left foot. And then we're going to have the other hand or other end looped around her hands. And she's going to put her hands in just around her wrist. And the great thing is, because we can loop it around her wrist, she's still free to hold the club, so she can still take a normal grip. From here, she's going to perform her backswing, right, on her club plane, and because the band is a straight line, the band's going to pull her straight back down on that same club plane, that same club path, right? If she would try to perform an over-the-top swing, that would be a very unnatural movement. The band wouldn't necessarily want to move that direction. And so it's going to allow her to practice, even with the club, practice a good club path instead of just hoping and kind of waiting for video to confirm whether or not you're doing it correctly. The band ensures perfect practice every time.